Today, we're diving deep into Abidjan, Ivory Coast.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What are we looking at?
Well, Congolese superstar Fally Ipupa
Oh,
is going to be performing a huge concert on Christmas Day.
really? Ipupa?
Yes.
Wow, that's going to be a big one.
So we've got this article from Afrixer 7.
Oh, yeah, I know that site.
Yeah, basically the go-to source for all things African music news.
Right.
And they're saying this concert is like the event of the season.
I bet.
So big.
Yeah, especially with Fally Ipupa. I mean, his music is huge right now.
So huge. And the concert is at the Parc des Expositions.
Oh, wow, that's a historic venue.
I know, right?
I mean, that adds a whole other level of excitement to this.
It really does. And apparently, tickets sold out super fast.
Oh, I bet.
Like the original price was 10,000 CFA francs.
Yeah.
Those are gone, poof, disappeared.
Yeah.
Now only the higher price tickets are left.
That just shows you how in demand this is going to be.
And you know what else is fascinating?
Wow.
Fally Ipupa arrived in Abidjan on December 22nd.
Yeah.
And the fans,
Yeah.
they went absolutely crazy.
Oh, I can imagine.
These are his dedicated fans. They're called the Warriors.
Right, I've heard of them.
And they flooded the airport singing, chanting.
Wow, like a hero's welcome.
Exactly. It was wild just reading about it.
That's incredible. Talk about a dedicated fan base.
It really makes you think about what it's like to be a part of something that big.
You know, that collective energy, everyone united by their love for the music.
And their idol, right? Like this is a cultural icon.
Exactly. It's beyond just entertainment. It's a shared experience.
So speaking of the venue, the Parc des Expositions,
Yeah.
this place is steeped in history.
Oh, absolutely. It's more than just a concert hall.
Tell me more about it.
Well, it's huge.
Okay.
It can hold thousands of people, thousands.
Wow.
And over the years, it's hosted some of the most significant events.
Like what?
Music festivals, art exhibitions, you name it.
Oh, wow. So it's like a cultural landmark.
Absolutely, a landmark.
So Fally Ipupa performing there, it's like a merging of two huge forces.
I mean, it's not just about him performing. It's about him performing in this specific space.
It adds a whole other layer of meaning to the event, wouldn't you say?
Without a doubt.
And this is Fally Ipupa, a Congolese artist,
Yeah.
performing at this iconic Ivorian venue.
You know, that says a lot about the power of music.
How so?
It transcends borders,
Yeah.
It's a cultural exchange in action.
It really makes you wonder
What's that?
if this concert could be a sign of bigger things to come for Abidjan.
Oh, interesting. Like, what do you mean?
Like, could this be the start of Abidjan becoming a major destination for live music?
Globally, you mean?
Yeah, think about the impact that could have on the city.
I mean, the music scene, the economy, even its global profile.
It's an exciting thought, isn't it?
Definitely exciting.
So we've got a superstar artist,
Yes.
a legendary venue,
Check.
and a city that's buzzing with anticipation. This is shaping up to be way more than just a concert. It's like a cultural moment in the making.
Yeah, it's a moment, and it could be a turning point for Abidjan, putting them on the map, in the world of music.
Definitely something to keep our eyes on.
For sure. It's like all these things are coming together.
Yeah.
And it feels like it could be a turning point for Abidjan.
That's interesting.
Like Fally Ipupa, he's a global superstar, right?
Right. He could sell out shows anywhere.
Exactly. And he chooses Abidjan.
It's not just a random stop on a tour.
No, it
Yeah.
feels very intentional.
It
They really thought about this.
makes you wonder what's behind it.
Yeah, what are they thinking?
Is this about shining a light on Abidjan's music scene?
Yeah. Is it about that?
I mean, they're hungry for these kinds of events.
I think so.
It's really intriguing.
And we can't forget about the music itself.
Oh, of course not. The music's the heart of it.
It's not just pure Congolese rumba, though.
No, he mixes it up.
Yeah, he blends in contemporary influences.
So it appeals to a wider audience. I think so, yeah.
It's smart.
He's reaching multiple generations.
Absolutely. Like, you have the older fans who love that classic rumba sound.
Yeah.
And then you have younger people who are drawn to the modern production.
Yeah, and the collaborations with other artists.
It's brilliant. He's really carved out a unique space for himself.
He has. And for those of us who maybe haven't heard his music,
Yeah.
what makes it so special?
Well, first off, it's just infectious.
Okay.
There's this energy to it, this rhythm that gets you moving.
Yeah, like you can't help but dance.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about the beats.
No, his melodies, they get stuck in your head.
They do, they do.
And his lyrics often tell stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories about life, love, societal issues, things people can relate to.
Oh, wow. So it's deep.
Yeah, There's depth there.
And he has this charisma when he performs.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell he loves what he's doing.
And that energy just spills out into the audience.
That's the thing about live music.
And then there's the whole visual spectacle.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about his stage productions.
They're elaborate.
The choreography, his style. He's a showman for sure.
So being one of his warriors.
What's that like?
Yeah. What's it like to be in that audience?
Well, I've heard it's more than just being a fan.
Okay.
It's about being part of a movement.
Wow.
These fans, they're dedicated.
Dedicated.
They travel from all over just to see him perform.
Wow, that's amazing.
They know every word to every song.
Wow. So imagine Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
The Parc des Expositions packed.
Thousands of warriors.
Singing along, dancing.
It's going to be electric.
A true celebration.
Absolutely. It's about that shared energy.
That passion for the music.
The feeling of being part of something bigger.
Yeah. Like you said before, it's more than just entertainment.
So much more.
It brings people together.
And this concert, a Congolese artist,
Yeah.
an Ivorian audience.
In an iconic Ivorian venue.
It's a beautiful thing, don't you think?
I do.
Breaking down those cultural barriers.
And it's all through music.
Powerful, powerful stuff.
You know, it seems like this is more than just a concert.
What do you mean?
It feels like a statement.
About
Unity, cultural exchange, the power of music.
It really does. It's transcendent.
This deep dive has been amazing.
Hasn't it?
We started with a concert announcement.
Yeah, and now?
Now we're talking about cultural exchange, innovation.
The power of music to connect people.
It's incredible.
We started small, and now
And now,
we're thinking big, global even.
thinking about the ripple effects.
And it all started with Fally Ipupa
And Abidjan.
and Christmas Day.
Yeah, it all comes together.
You know, and I'm curious.
What are you curious about?
What's going to happen after the concert?
Yeah, what will the legacy of this be?
What kind of impact will it have?
Could this be the start of something big for Abidjan?
It's a possibility.
We'll have to wait and see.
I can't wait.
You know, it's amazing how much we've unpacked just from this one concert announcement.
It's true, right? It's more than just Fally Ipupa on stage.
Way more, we're talking about cultural impact, economic possibilities.
And just a global awareness of Abidjan.
Exactly. And I keep thinking about those sold-out crowds, that legendary venue.
The energy's going to be off the charts.
Oh, yeah. Christmas Day at the Parc des Expositions, I can just imagine it.
But what happens after the lights come up?
Right. What about the ripple effects?
The lasting impact.
What do you think will happen?
Well, could this inspire a new wave of Ivorian musicians?
You know, seeing Fally Ipupa up there.
An African artist achieving that level of success?
It could be a real motivator.
Definitely. And think about the potential for more international collaborations.
More tours, more exposure for Abidjan's music scene.
Exactly. It's like planting a seed.
And from that seed, a whole new era could grow.
Exactly. And let's not forget the economic boost.
Oh, yeah. A concert like this brings in tourism, creates jobs.
It benefits local businesses, the whole city, really.
It's a win-win.
Absolutely. Music and culture intertwined with economics.
You know, we started this deep dive with just an article
Yeah. And look where we are now.
talking about lasting change for Abidjan.
Even shifting how African music is seen globally.
It's pretty incredible.
It is. It really shows how interconnected everything is.
Music, culture, economics.
It all comes together to create something special.
So when Fally Ipupa takes that stage,
It's going to be more than a performance.
so much more.
It's a celebration of African music,
And the power of cultural exchange.
a beacon of hope for Abidjan's future.
And for listeners out there, we want to hear from you.
What are your thoughts?
What resonated with you today?
How do you see events like this shaping music and culture?
This has been an incredible journey to Abidjan.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep listening.
And keep those conversations going.